What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jackson's Travels, and this week I'm going to teach you guys 5 things that you should know before you go to France. So the first thing that you're going to want to know before you go to France is that when you enter a shop or a marketplace or any place where you are buying somebody's goods, like a restaurant, anything, you're going to want to greet the server or the shopkeeper and say bonjour monsieur or bonjour madame, and that's just a nice polite way for them to know that you're entering their store, and it's just kind of a reciprocative thing where they give you nice service if you greet them when you walk into the store. It's a cultural thing. I know that Americans aren't really used to that, but it's something that they're used to and that is a part of their culture, and it comes off kind of rude when you don't greet them. So make sure you do that. The second thing has definitely got to be the difference between European coffee and American coffee. So there's a big difference where when you go to France and you ask for un café, a lot of people think that they're ordering just a regular coffee, and that is not the case. Un café in France is a shot of espresso. That's how it generally comes. If you'd like an American coffee, you have to ask for un café américain, and that is just an American coffee, they call it. So there's that big difference culturally as well. Number 3, pickpockets. Pickpockets are huge in France because there are so many people that try to take advantage of tourists because it's one of the most visited countries in the entire world. So you get a lot of people that come in and they see Americans that keep their wallets in their back pockets, and they see people being really loose with their money because they're on vacation in Paris, and in the south of France it's the same thing. So they try to take advantage of you. So be aware of pickpockets, and my advice to best avoid getting pickpocketed is use a money belt or something where you hide it under your clothes, so that way if somebody tries to come up, they can't snatch anything out of your pockets. Or I like to keep things in my front pockets, in my hands, on my sides, so that way they can't see. So when I'm walking and it's like I'm walking like this, and I know if somebody tries to put their hand behind my arm, and I would definitely be able to tell. So you want to have that kind of awareness and make sure that you know where all of your things are at all times. And that goes with backpacks too. There are little tiny locks that you can get at Target or anywhere, really, that you can put between the two loops where your zippers are on your backpacks. And you can put those on there and put the little lock through, and you can just keep that key right close on you as well, or in your money belt, and that way you don't have anybody trying to unzip your backpack unknowingly, and then you wonder where all of your devices went. Number 4 is the different seasons in France throughout the year that change your travel time and experience. So in the winter, it's going to be a lot cheaper, and you're going to deal with less crowds, and it'll be a lot easier to get into things, right? So if you're looking to do museums and stuff like that, and you've been to Paris before, I'd say maybe the winter is for you, and you can try it around Christmas when everything's all lit up with the beautiful lights around the city, and maybe that's what might fit you. But for me, I personally like the summer a lot more. Yes, it is more crowded. Yes, it is more expensive, but it is so worth it because you get the beautiful fountains throughout the city. You get the gardens throughout the city, and you get this beautiful lush landscape mixed with cities that just melds so well. You get the cafe culture where people are outside sipping their espresso on the side, people watching. It's just like a beautiful scene, and I feel like it's je ne sais quoi. There's something about it. So make sure that you definitely go see France in the summer if you have the opportunity. I definitely recommend it. My last piece of advice for you guys is to check the dates of the places you want to go in France, because so many times you try to go somewhere and it's closed for no particular reason, of course, but they love to strike and they love to have a bunch of holidays. On top of that, there are random days where museums are just closed in general. Like Tuesdays, all museums in France are closed. So don't plan to go to the museum on a Tuesday. But what you can do on a Tuesday is you can go to Versailles instead, and you can go see the fountains. But beware of that as well, because one time when I went to Versailles, the fountains were closed. So you have to check the times when the fountains are running online, because they don't like to run them all the time because it's so expensive to run all of the fountains in Versailles. So try to make sure that you're planning around these things to make sure everything's open so you can get the full summer experience on your trip to France. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like it down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.